Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. The severe thunderstorm threat that concentrates over parts of the Central Plains and Middle Mississippi Valley is expected to bring large hail when the storms are more cellular, but will then be followed by a congealing of cells into a line of storms, with damaging wind gusts eventually becoming the primary threat. An upper ridge is expected to develop over the west. High temperatures will gradually climb into the 100s by tomorrow and Thursday, with many records potentially being tied or broken. Excessive heat warnings are in effect for the Central Valley region of California, while excessive heat watches are in effect for parts of the desert Southwest. Extreme heat risk is probable to continue for much of southern Texas. Closer to home, quiet and very warm weather continues with high temperatures for tomorrow and Thursday running 5 to 10 degrees above average. High temperatures tomorrow and Thursday are expected to be between 100 to 105 degrees. For Friday into the weekend, our high temperatures will come down just a little bit and we'll have a slight chance for rain each day. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. A 65-year-old man was found dead in an Alamogordo home over the weekend from an apparent stab wound. That incident is being investigated as a possible homicide by multiple enforcement agencies in southern New Mexico. The Alamogordo Police Department is asking anyone with information to please contact Detective Sergeant Mark Esquero. His number is 575-439-4300. Good news on the Bluetooth fire, as it is slowly but surely coming under control. At last check, we're right at 7,500 acres burned. Personnel's down to 570. Containment is up to 59%. Currently, there are 10 crews, 22 engines, 8 helicopters, 3 bulldozers, and 7 water tenders. All evacuations have been lifted. The City of Alamogordo will hold a public meeting on the city's 2026-2030 Infrastructure Capital Improvement Project Plan this Thursday, June 6th at 5 p.m. That meeting will be held at the Sergeant Willie Estrada Memorial Civic Center. Our good friend Pastor Torres and the folks at Mountain View Church present Burgers for Badges. This is an event to honor first responders. I spoke to Pastor Torres.
We put it together where, the officers, whether on or off duty, can come and grab a free burger, a free meal. And so, we usually hook it up for them. We'll have some bacon, some green chili, stuff like that. I think this year we're going to cook some, we're going to do some fries with it. They're
going to have door prizes, including grills and television sets, free burgers for first responders, and a whole lot more. That's happening on June 8th. At the New Mexico State Police parking lot from 11 until 2 p.m. See the Mountain View Church Facebook page for details. The Otero County Extension Office is bringing diabetes awareness classes to Otero County.
That is a series of 6 sessions. We will start in mid-June and go through mid-July. It'll be 2.5 hours each session. And so what we do is we just cover a variety of different topics related to managing diabetes or a chronic condition like diabetes for better health. So we talk about blood sugar levels, how to monitor those and keep them steady. We talk about foot care. We talk about managing stress. We talk about healthy eating, how to use medication, working with our healthcare providers also to help us keep healthy. So that's about diabetes self-management.
If you need some more information,
they can contact us at the Extension Office. Our number is 575-437-0231.
That was Kelly Knight speaking with Crazy Radio. This course is free. The Tularosa Public Library Summer 2024 Reading Program is set to take off. I spoke with Linda Vigil.
The theme for the summer program is Adventure Begins at Your Library. It's for ages 6 to 11, and it's from 11 June to 11 July. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Our registration begins on 24 May, but you have to either call the library or come in to see us to register your children. No children by themselves to register. And the goal of the program is to help our children to maintain their current reading level, whatever they've achieved in school. So, the summer slide starts happening. And
575-585-2711 or tularosapubliclibrary.org. This past weekend at the Air Show, Alamogordo's own Dr. Michelle Perry got to live out a lifelong dream. Perry told KOB that she got to ride alongside some of the world's top pilots.
I've lived here in Alamogordo for a decade, and in this community, you're going to find the most amazing people.
Perry is the founder of Learn New Mexico, and she was honored for being a hometown hero. Her reward was a flight with the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds demonstration team high above the clouds and faster than the speed of sound.
There's a lot of adrenaline, but it was the most amazing feeling when you're flying at that altitude and you can see nothing but blue above you, and you're in the clouds and under the clouds and all over this area. I thought for a second, like, this is what heaven would be like. I know it.
Perry experienced the barrel rolls and vertical climbs without passing out or throwing up. She even became a member of the exclusive 9G Club. Congratulations! And today is Tuesday. It's time for an introspection with our good friend, Pastor Johnny Walker.
Hey, this is Pastor Johnny Walker with this week's introspection. Just something to think about, a little sunshine to put in your pockets. Every day matters. Today is a gift, a blank canvas awaiting the strokes of our choices and actions. It's easy to get caught up in the worrying about tomorrow, but by focusing on today, we can lay the foundation for a brighter future. Take the time today to appreciate the small moments, to show gratitude for the blessings in your life, and to work towards your goals with determination and passion. Every step you take today is a step towards a better tomorrow. Don't let today slip away unnoticed or unappreciated. Seize the day with purpose and intent, and watch as your tomorrows become brighter, easier, and more fulfilling. Remember, every day matters. Make the most of today, for it is the building block for a more joyful and fulfilling tomorrow. Y'all be blessed. We'll see you here next week on Crazy Radio. Or you can come on down to the church and worship with us. New Covenant Worship Center, 3001 Thunder Road. Believe, belong, and become.
This introspection from Johnny Walker was sponsored by Welcome Home Realtors.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
The New Mexico Department of Justice newly established cold case unit has been heating up. Deputy Attorney Greer Staley told KSFR what exactly a cold case is.
A cold case is just a case that's unsolved, and typically law enforcement has exercised all of the available leads that they had when they started the investigation, and those leads or lack thereof kind of led to not being able to find the perpetrator of a crime.
A case pursued by the cold case rape unit has ended in a conviction. Enrique Sanchez of Albuquerque was accused of second-degree criminal sexual contact of a minor. He pled no contest. Officials claim Sanchez sexually abused the 7-year-old child of a woman that was staying on his property back in 2017. The cold case unit has hundreds of former cold cases that are being worked as we speak in order to deliver justice. Police say a man is now behind bars as he faces charges for allegedly shooting and killing a teenager earlier this month. Hobbs police say 19-year-old Eddie Martinez on Saturday shot 18-year-old James Lara Salazar. Lara Salazar was flown to a hospital in Lubbock where he did succumb to his injuries. Martinez now faces charges of first-degree felony murder as well as tampering with evidence. And just in time for the election,
he opened the border, and he can close the border.
Not to worry, Mr. Speaker. President Biden will be signing an executive order today regarding the border. And he's going to have El Paso Mayor Oscar Leeser in attendance for that announcement.
Well, we'll continue to talk about the role in El Paso as the asylum seekers come. The city of El Paso has done the most incredible job of any city in the U.S., and we continue to provide a sound and safe environment, not only for the asylum seekers, but also the citizens of El Paso. As we all know, the immigration process has been broken for decades, and it's time for us to get a bipartisan agreement and move forward to continue to do the right thing and continue to take care of our community and our asylum seekers.
Police are speaking with KFOX. The president will sign an executive order that will shut down asylum requests to the U.S.-Mexico border once the number of daily encounters hits 2,500 between ports of entry, with the border reopening once that number declines to 1,500. The impact of the 2,500 figure means that the border could be closed to migrants seeking asylum effective immediately, because daily figures are significantly higher than that right now. It's been a long road for people in New Mexico who have been waiting for some compensation after being exposed to radiation from the Trinity site. Since 1992, RECA has provided around $2.6 billion in compensation for mining workers who were exposed to radiation from nuclear testing here in America. However, the program has never included workers in New Mexico. Now, a recent move by the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, could delay compensation even further. Johnson pulled a vote that was supposed to reauthorize RECA, which is set to expire this coming Monday.
We must reauthorize this program. It expires on June 10th, and so it has to be reauthorized so that we can help the existing families, especially our Navajo families in the western part of the state. But if it is not expanded, the thousands of downwinders in the Tularosa Basin whose families had radiation literally snow down on them after the testing of the atomic weapon will be left behind.
Representative Melanie Stansberry. Now, despite the vote being pulled by the Speaker, the New Mexico delegation said not all hope is lost, and they are working on another solution. This past Friday, they filed an amendment attached to the National Defense Authorization Act.
We are preparing and are submitting today amendments to the National Defense Authorization Act to include RECA, the expanded RECA, in that legislation. We'll keep moving. We have about 3 different avenues that we are continuing to push for so we can get compensation for all of those who are suffering and dying because of our radiation exposure and our nuclear program.
Representative Teresa Ledger-Fernandez speaking with KOB. Weather's coming up next. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Hi, Sunny Harris with Animal Village NM. We all know that most pets are terrified during evacuations, so please keep your pets safe inside your home so they don't escape. Don't let your dog or cat be one of millions who will escape in fear and end up dead or in animal control facilities during fire season, which will quickly overflow and start euthanizing to make space. Contact your city administration office in advance in case you have to be evacuated. Find out who's taking in families with their pets during fires. Prepare your vehicle with room for your cat and dog crates. Have your blankets, water, food for you and your pets packed, and clothing packed and ready. Have your pet crates ready by the door and give your pets CBD or other calming medications ahead of time to make it easy to load them and evacuate with them immediately. This is an emergency message from Animal Village NM.
Your Crazy Radio spot on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for mostly sunny skies, winds gusting as high as 16 miles per hour, partly cloudy skies tonight, sunny tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 12. Your high today in the basin, 96. Low tonight of 67, high tomorrow, 100 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny skies today, winds gusting as high as 22 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight, winds gusting as high as 22. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a 20% chance for showers. Your high today for Cloudcroft, 74. Low tonight of 53, high tomorrow, 77 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org. And learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting KALHradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.